Today I want to show you something interesting that you can use in Excel, and this is the COUNTIF function. So I'm going to show you how to use the COUNTIF function. I'll be quick, I'll skip some other steps, but in showing you this, I want to show you also things that you can do to visualize your data. If you are given, you want to come up with an attendance tracker or a payroll, for example. So what I've done here, I have the names and I have the days. These are the days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. These are the work days. Then these I've put here: it's present, absent, leave, L for leave, then SL is sick leave. Then this attendance is the percentage. I'll put the percentage on the attendance. Okay, so let's get started. So now what you do is you want to assign a letter on this, in this first one, for the names. Like on Monday, you want to assign, is it present, is it absent? So I want to make it perfect. I want to make it I want to make it attractive. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put drop down so that I don't have to type present, I don't have to type absent. I can just have a drop down list so that when I type something that is not among my list, it will deny. So let me show you this. So once I go on the first cell, or if I want, the easiest way is to put drop downs to all the cells here. I'll highlight everything like this. Then I'll go to my tabs. Oh, sorry, I'll highlight everything. Then I'll go to home. Let me close this. I'll go to home. Then I'll go on data. Okay, on top here, I'll select where is data. Then I'll go to where it says data validation. Then on data validation, I'll click data validation here. Then there's where it says allow values, any values. Then I'll select this. I want a list, so I'll select list. Now on the list, there's where it says source down here. So I can select, if I've created a list somewhere, I can just select it, or I'll just type once. I'll say I want absent. I'll say comma, a comma. Let me start with present. P comma, a comma. Then what else do I have? Leave, L comma, then SL. So I have all these. Then I'll say okay. Then I have them. When I go on the drop down like this, you see all the letters are here. So I've made a drop down. Anywhere I click, there's a drop down. Here there's a drop down. Here there's a drop down because I've highlighted all the cells. So now what do I do next? So I'll be putting whether a worker was present on this particular day or absent. Okay, so they have one off day, which is a Sunday. Okay, so now once I've done this, another interesting thing that I want to do is this. I'm going to highlight again everything. Okay, so when I highlight everything, I want to put colors for each letter. So I'll go on home first of all. Then I'll go on condition of formatting. I'll click here. Then I'll go where it says new rule. I'll click here. Then it will ask me, I'll go on the second one, which says format only cells that contain. Then when I go down here on the edit the rule description, I'll go where it says format only cells with. Then the first one, I'll click drop down. Then I'll say specific text, which has a specific text. Then I'll say what that text. I'll say present. When it's present, when it's P, whatever on this table, wherever I'll write P, I'll type P. Let it give me a color green. Then okay, so whenever I'll type P, it'll give me green. So I've done the same for all the letters L, everything. I've done the same. They have different colors. For L, I've put yellow. For A, I've put red, which is absent. Okay, so now once I put any letter of my choice, it will give me that same color. Let's try it out. Let's say I want to put present. I'll select it. I can type it or just use a drop down. And that shortcut for using a drop down, press the Alt key and down arrow. So let me select present. I'll see if it has given me green. Let me select absent here. Absent. It has given me red. Simple as that. Okay. So let's do this. So now once I do this, these are just drop downs I've made. Now on this other part is where I want the calculation to take place, because I want to know the workers, the number of days he worked, number of days she worked, number of days he was absent, leave or sick. So what I'll do is I'll I'll go direct to the first one. I'll put a formula for the first row. Then I'll just duplicate the formula here. So the formula that I'll put here is the count if, what we're talking about now. So I'll say equal sign. This is our main discussion for today. I'll say count if. Okay. So this one, remember, is not a count ifs. I was dealing with a count ifs in other videos, but this one is a count if. So I'll say count if. Okay. Then it asks me to select the range. What is the range? The range is this one. From this to this here. This is the range. Then I'll say comma. Then it will ask me criteria. What do I want to count here? I want to count where there's, I'll put these quotations, where there's P. Count for me where there's P. I'll say equal. So because I've not written any letter here, it shows me 0. I'll do the same for this one. I'll say equal sign. Count if. Okay. Count if. I'll select, then it asks me the range. I'll do the same. The range here, comma, and I'll do this. I'll say absent. Count if absent. So it's 0 because I haven't put any value. Then I'll do the same for this one. I'll say count if. Okay, pardon me, I'll be a bit quick because I need to do this very fast. I'll select everything here and I'll say L, which is leave, and I'll close the brackets. It's 0 because I haven't added anything. Then I'll say equal sign count if. Okay, count if. I'll select the range here, then I'll say comma, then I'll say SL. So you should count if when it's sick leave. Done. So once I do this, I want to duplicate the formula for everything. So I'll do this. I'll go up to down, then I'll say Control D. So here the formula is on all the cells. So now here it's an interesting part on the attendance. What I want to do, I want to have the percentages. I want to know the percentage of each worker, and depending on their work days, the days they worked, which is the present. So what I'll do, I'll say equal sign. Since the work days are 5, or there are 6, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 work days is supposed to work for 6 days. So I'll say equal sign. This the value that will be here, divide by 6. That's what I want to be a percentage. I've put a conditional formatting here in color. Okay, I'll say, let me do this. I'll highlight everything, then I'll go on home, then I'll say condition formatting. I want it to give me, it should give certain colors for certain value. Bigger values it should give in green, smaller in green, yeah, deep green. Then smaller ones it will give in just like that. So I want to choose something interesting. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so I can choose even later after everything is done. Okay, so now I've done the formulas and I've done everything else. So I'll start putting the letters. Let's say here the worker worked, was present. I'll just do for a few. Then it was present again the second day. It was present on this day. Then they were absent. Then they went on leave. Then they were sick. Okay, so even the percentage is changing depending on how many days they worked. So this one was absent on a Monday, then they present, then absent, leave, absent. Okay, so now I have to duplicate the formula for this. I'll do this, then I'll say Control D. Okay, so it will show me the percentage of the days someone worked on attendance. Then I'll say this one absent, this one present. Okay, on leave. Then they came, work. Okay, absent, leave, sick. So when I put something that is not the letter, that is, for example, I want to put Y, I'll type Y. I do this, it will say no, I can't do that. So absent, 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 absent is a bad worker. Okay, let's say they came day 2. Yeah, so do this again. This one, present, 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 absent. Okay, so once I do this, as you can see, even the colors are showing me. So what I want to change something. It should look, there's a way I want this to look. On condition formatting, I want the bigger numbers to be in green. Huh? Yeah, so bigger numbers will be in green, less numbers just like that. Percent, percent, leave, and sick leave, sick leave, percent, percent, present, 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 present. Okay, so I'm doing this very fast so that I don't waste much of your time. Okay, I'll do this. Good. Okay, sorry for that. I'll just do this, then I'll duplicate everything like this. Maybe they were absent here, there's leave here, I leave here, sick leave here. So if I want now, I can go here and just put filters. So interesting. So this is how you can track your attendance. So it's 50%. So you see only this one came 100%. So I'll say Alt 80. I'll put the filters. Then I can just filter those that we have 0. So what was the problem? Let me see if there was 0. This person never attended work. What was the problem? I'll be able to check. They didn't attend any day. I'll say who are those who attended work above 50% of the attendance, which is above 50%. I'll say, can we check attendance above 50%? Okay, only this number of people attended for more than 50%. So less than 50%, it means they have a problem. So I'll remove the filters. So it is as simple as that. The COUNTIF formula, you can use it perfectly and it will work for you. Thank you for